Hello, everybody. Robert here, and welcome to this week's episode of Deep Web Exploration. Uh, I don't know why I do these intros because I have no idea what to say in them. But yeah, we're gonna do some deep web. Yeah, hey guys, it's gonna be a good time for everyone. I woke up sick. I woke up with a really bad headache, but I feel like that's the perfect time to get right into the deep web. Dark Truth. Welcome to the Dark Truth, a sketchy site educating you about the sketchy corners of the internet. I don't like that scrolling issue. Yeah. The Dark Truth. I feel there's a need for introductions. I am the people pleaser. Obviously, that's not my real name. But you know how the dark deep web works. I assume you're an average Joe like me who decided to access the deep web one day, only to realize it led you to the dark web. Like you, I found myself in a similar situation. The content I witnessed in doing this is quite brutal and most definitely inappropriate. That is why I've created the Dark Truth. The Dark Truth is a tiny fish in a very, very big sea. Its goal is not to deter people from accessing the deep dark web. Instead, its main goal is to educate those who do about the benefits and dangers of the world's most valuable resource. You can read more about the Dark Truth by clicking Read More via our About Us tab. Happy surfing, the people pleaser. Read more. Do. There it is. It all started today, April 19th, 2019. I had accessed the dark web previously, but never for an extensive amount of time. However, today was different. I decided to gear up and go on an adventure to the parts of the internet most men will never experience. I found multitudes of articles and resources that could not only further educate me as a student, but as a person too. With that being said, I also ran across countless amounts of gore and pornography that, quite frankly, I had no desire to see. After seeing these horrible activities in practice, I was changed. I knew I had to do something, so I created this site, a site that I'm going to use to bring awareness to the populace about how to protect oneself from harmful sites and unnecessary exposure to such evils. But don't get me wrong, in no way do I want to censor anything. I merely want to educate curious people like me how to access and properly use the dark web and deep web without risks, as it was meant to be. Enjoy exploring the site, learn something, and have fun. The people pleaser. Oh, sorry about that. I think that's our about us. Submit a tip. Safe Surf Tool IC3 March 2019 archive. Tor chat email. Alright. Getting started. So there's a dark web for beginners. Can't read what that says. We'll just click some VPNs. NordVPN, don't go there. They got hacked. Server not found for whatever that is. Tor project. Use Tor when you browse the deep web. Really, you can't browse it without it anyway, so I don't know why you're telling us this, but hey, thanks, friend. So you get Tor, and you're good to go there, but let's go to Survival Guide. Oh, we don't. The Dark Truth Survival Guide is an advanced, extended version of Getting Started. Survival Guide is a treasure trove of information, including how to be a whistleblower and various .onion and ClearNet links. Okay, but where where is it? Where's the guide? You didn't provide a guide. You just provided an about a guide. Thanks, people pleaser. I guess you never finished, and that's the homepage again. So really, uh. The Dark Truth has been created. It's a web service used to locate and eliminate organizations on the dark web, including but not limited to sex trafficking, red rooms, and various other evils of the world. Alright, back to that then. Okay. About. About's been created. Getting started has been created. Dark Truth Survival Guide has been created. Sort of. I mean, I strongly appreciate what he's trying to do here. But it seems like an abandoned project. I mean, he didn't do anything. He's just kind of like, hey, here's some tools. You could submit some tips to do whatever you want. Yeah, you could safe surf, reporting internet illegal surfing, IC3.gov, file a complaint at the IC3 Crime Complaint Department. So really, as it is now, the people pleaser hasn't really done anything. But if he does continue with this website, then it could be a really good resource for people who don't know what the deep web is or how to browse it. I still stand by the fact that the deep web and the dark web are still the same thing. But that aside, that's dark truth. A deep web red room. Okay, so a red room, if you're not aware, I think there's creepypastas about it, but anyways, a red room is it's a an alleged video live stream website where someone's tortured and murdered sometimes and whatever else they decide to do, but it's what it's done to them is supposedly controlled by the viewers. So if you pay enough money, you can like decide what's going to happen to the person that they probably kidnapped or whatever else. In my experience, I've never been in a red room, and I'm pretty sure they're all scams. Um, I don't think that something like this can really exist in any real capacity because live streams on the deep web are going to run like absolute shit because even videos that are already recorded do that, and that's just how it is. It's not, it shouldn't be real, and I'm pretty sure they're scams. But even if they're not, I said this a million times, but you shouldn't be playing around with this because if it is real, you're going to be party to some sort of crime, and that's not cool. But let's check out this Red Room's text. Red Room, and you can be a spectator to master. Take part in this once in a lifetime experience. Access type spectator. You can only watch. Price 2 BTC or 0.02 BTC. Available 9 members get to be just watchers. You can be a commander to be the master. 1 BTC. Available for 6 people. Master. Grandmaster. Don't know what that means, but 2 people get to be a grandmaster for 5 BTC. Download video last event. Old members can contact us for a discount on the member portal provided after registration. Setup instructions you will get on your account page. We recommend Tails Live USB. After event, destroy USB Red Room. We'll click it. If it's dangerous, we won't go to it. It's fine. Yeah, so you could buy the previous video. You pay them, and they, of course, don't send you anything. And that's how that goes. So, yeah, you could send them money for no reason, or an option, you could just, not do that. So, some people feel as though Facebook isn't secure or safe, and they want a social network in which they can be anonymous and safe. So, welcome to Join Diaspora. Asterisk. The online social world where you are in control. This is not the Diaspora website. Diaspora is a decentralized social network consisting of many individual servers called pods. JoinDiaspora.com is only one server out of many and neither affiliated with nor supported by the project team. Please check out the official project website on diasporafoundation.org for more information about the project itself, as well as a list of all public Diaspora pods and information on how you can contribute. Oh, you own your own data. Many networks use your data to make money by analyzing your interactions and using this information to advertise things to you. Diaspora doesn't use your data for any purpose other than allowing you to connect and share with others. Choose your audience. Diaspora's aspects allow you to share with just those people you want to. You can be as public or private as you like. Share a funny photo with the whole world or a deep secret just with your closest friends. You're in control. Be who you want to be. A lot of networks insist that you use your real identity, not Diaspora. Here you can choose who you want to be and share as much or as little about yourself as you want. It really is up to you how you want to interact with other people. Decentralization. Diaspora is completely decentralized and any person from any pod can communicate with one another. You can register at any one of these other pods as well. You can also choose to set up your own pod if you'd like. Make a contribution. Make Diaspora even better. Fork the project on GitHub, make some changes, and submit a pull request. Tor.onion service to make Tor makes it possible for users to hide their locations while offering various kinds of services such as web publishing or an instant messaging server. So yeah, it's a full-on. Uh, if we were to create an account, what would it look like? I'm not gonna do that, but I want to see. Oh, uh-oh, unable to connect. Well, that's fine, I guess. Um, these are the pods, I guess. You could go to them. Well, uh, I will click one and see if it's safe. How about that? Photo sharing for everyone. Photography. So it's just like a little whatever kind of thing, and you can make like a little mini website that's whatever you want it to be, anonymous or whatever else. That's pretty cool to me, as long as people aren't using it for any sort of nefariety. Let's check out another one. How about stop tracking us, peer to pick stop toot whales. Photo sharing for everyone. Oh, it's the same thing. Are they all the same thing? Wait. What if I go to this one? Are they all the same? Pleroma. Dark Peat Data Cooperative. No, they're all different. I just happened upon the same one twice. And this is like a little, almost like Twitter. Wow, so they're so different from each other. You got some current mood. You got sleepy boys here. Whoa. When you live in a city, you see so many stories playing out. I walk around with a look of concern a lot of these days. Open eyes, furrowed brow. I see the same face on other people from time to time. I know exactly what it means now. I'm still learning to manage it. While you can involve yourself more than you currently are, you can't fix the whole world, and you have to use your strongest talents and skills where they have the most impact. So yeah, you can just you could post memes like Twitter. Yeah, so I mean, this looks fine. So take a look at Diasporo. I think is what that said it was. Uh, if you're interested, I think there's a clear website that was linked at some point in use Podwizard. What? Uh, I think I closed the main site, but that's okay. So yeah, if you're interested, just take a look. Diaspora. I'm sure if you Google it, it'll find something because, like I said, I think there's a clear website. So yeah, wow, cool. They have a list of the services: WordPress, RSS feeds, Atom, Twitter, Tumblr. So it seems like some of these might be direct feeds to these things. Yeah, so some of them are office move, current mood in the neighborhood, uh, current mood in the neighborhood, some graffiti. Okay. Personal hell. Purgatory and eternity spent clicking through a never-ending captcha. True that. So this guy or girl's just writing little tiny bits of things. I'd like to get to a point my career where I don't have to interact with Australians. Oh, if at Twitter is serious about cleaning up the site, it needs to stop delaying, stop promising to do better, and finally install the button that will allow you to block every Australian. I never bothered to discover the catalyst for this rant. Still had to screenshot for posterity because lulz. Cleaning up my laptop, getting ready for a weekend trip to New Orleans. Expect the photo overload to happen in the coming days. Wow, this is a cool deal. Prescott, DSA stands with Oakland teachers. All right. Sick. I went to a conference and it didn't suck. I went to a conference and it didn't suck. Spent some time this week at the B-Sides conference, which thankfully wasn't shit. Stating the obvious, I imagine giving a talk where your slides are projected onto an IMAX screen. That's an engineer at Netflix outlining how they handle identity management for distribution teams. Wow, that's cool. Uh, For many of the talks, and artists interpreted the discussion in real time. Here's a drawing of the same Netflix talk. Okay, so yeah, this is cool. It's just a open source social network, and you can do whatever you want. You can have little mini social networks within the social network, and that's that. So again, if you're interested in, what was it, Diaspora, be sure to pay them a visit. Welcome to recipe.bentisker.co.uk. Deep Web, welcome to my recipes site. It's basically just a place for me to paste recipes, so I've got them all in one place. Deep Web Cooking by Ben Tasker. Availability at recipe.bencaster.co.uk. So there is a ClearNet site, recipe book, and 2 Onion sites. I don't know why, but we'll go ahead and open some of these deep web recipes. We'll do some desserts. Chocolate orange cheesecake, ice cream cookies, yeah, coffee sundae. Let's do that. And some drinks. So what you got for drinks, friend? Grog, vodka jelly shots, shocking sunrise, Lynchburg lemonade, Bermuda rose. Yeah, sure. We'll look at a drink. Apricot, open raspberry cocktail, and hot hazelnut hot chocolate. That sounds good. I might have to bookmark this website if there's good recipes. Lazy dirty fries. Dirty fries are awesome. If you're doing it properly, then really you want to be slicing potatoes, lightly frying them into chips, and then using those, but that takes more time and effort than I'd normally have spare on a weekday evening. But for 10 minutes prep, you can quite easily make them using some frozen chips. I think they mean fries. In the picture, I've used low-fat cheese, but be aware it doesn't melt as nicely as proper stuff. It doesn't turn into a runny goop. Tastes fine, but it isn't quite the same. 1 red pepper, 3 spring onions, 1 onion, 150 grams of cheese, grated, Worcestershire sauce, Cajun spice, and frozen chips. Fries. Set the oven preheat to 180°C. Put the chips into a deep pan. Sprinkle 1 tablespoon Cajun seasoning over the chips. Thinly slice the spring onions. Dice the onion and red pepper. Heat up a frying pan with a small amount of cooking oil in the bottom. Sprinkle 1 teaspoon, Cajun seasoning over the oil and add a few drops of Worcestershire sauce. Add the spring onion, and red pepper. Lightly fry until they begin to soften. Carefully mix them with the chips, using a fork to toss the chips so that it's all well mixed. Add some Worcestershire sauce to the mix. Sprinkle the cheese on top and toss again to mix it through. Cook in the oven for 30 minutes. Wow, he gets right to the point, doesn't he? And they look like this. I can't zoom into that. I don't think I can do that. Oh shit, I can. They look pretty good, buddy. But you gotta get more cheese. More cheese is always the thing that you want, right? Right. How about a coffee sundae? Quick and easy if you buy the brownies ready made, but it's much, much more rewarding if you make them yourself. 10 to 30 minutes dessert. Instant coffee, semi-skim milk, vanilla ice cream, double chocolate brownies. Blend a dollop of vanilla ice cream with a spoonful of coffee and a dash of milk. Top with a scoop of ice cream. Sprinkle. Really? Does that work? Wait, does that work? Hey, thanks, Ben. I might have to try that. That looks really good. Yeah. All right. So what do you? Oh, okay. So you just blend it all together, and then you put the brownies on top. Wow, that looks really good. Thanks, man. Uh, how about some Bermuda Rose? Never been a huge fan of apricot brandy, so it's nice to have found a use for it other than a fruitcake. 30 milliliters dry gin, 15 milliliters apricot brandy, 15 milliliters grenadine. Combine all ingredients in shaker filled with ice. Shake well and strain into a martini glass. Wow. I'll have to try some of these drinks out, friend. I'm not entirely sure where I got this recipe, but Sainsbury do a nice presse. A press? Please? Scottish raspberry and wild lavender vodka, raspberries, mint. Mixing a dash of vodka with ice. Add a few fresh raspberries and torn mint leaves. Top off with Scottish raspberry and wild lavender press. Please? I don't know what that is, to be completely honest. Uh, I drink like I don't drink much anymore, but when I did, I drank a lot of the cheaper stuff, and that sounds like it might cost a little more money than I normally would have for this particular task. But yeah, so this is Ben's cooking website. I would recommend hitting him up at the clear web. I'm gonna save that for later and move on to something new. And here we have the edgiest of edge, Dark Mamba, private military company. Now we've already looked at individual hitmen doing their thing, being bosses and killing whoever you want for money, but have you ever heard of Dark Mamba? Dark Mamba is an independent private military company formed by an ex-military and ex-special forces. We operate worldwide. We offer these services with total maximum privacy. Prices varies case by case. You must ask. So, killing people, kill common people, kill important people without bodyguards, kill very important people with bodyguards, kill a big boss with many bodyguards, kidnapping common people, kidnapping very important people, kidnapping important people, murder that seems an accident, sabotage, house, car, etc., poisoning with no tracks, kill someone and blame another, exterminate an armed band, placing explosives, blast people, car, houses, injure common people, injure very important people without bodyguards, injure very important people with bodyguards. If you have particular requests, ask me. The rules. Payment is made in Bitcoin to ensure maximum privacy. Payment is made after the execution of the job. A little advance is needed before starting a job. They always are. Contact us if you're really interested only. We accept full escrow for the advance. Click to contact Dark Mamba Team Dark Mamba at secmail.pro. So here we have another deep web hitman. But this one, as I stated, is a whole private military. As always, these are scams. Obviously, I shouldn't need to explain that. It's pretty much the same website again, but with a little bit changed text, and it's now got a snake. Oh ho ho. Four Thieves Vinegar. Four Thieves Vinegar. Make your own medicine. A toast to the dead for the children with cancer and AIDS. A cure exists, and you probably could have been saved. Felipe Andres Coronel. Introducing the Epi Pencil, DIY epinephrine auto injector for just over $30. Download instructions, see blog post. Well, see what we can do with that. Not downloading your plans, but I'll look at some of the stuff you got. I already clicked some of these other links up here, so we'll take a look here. I guess there's a... Oh. So you can download a torrent. I don't download stuff. I don't really know why this is a thing. I think it's a free make your own medicine kind of deal. I'm not too sure yet. We'll get there. Rainforest connection. uh what? Oh, thanks. Rainforest connection reprograms used Android phones to listen for illegal logging in protected rainforests and then send real-time notifications to law enforcement to intervene. It works, and they have already saved a tremendous amount of rainforest. They are doing good and important work. Please support them in any way you can. Women on Waves, Women on the Web. This organization provides abortion pills to women who need them in countries where it's still illegal to have abortions. Additionally, they are providing the service for free to anyone tested positive for Zika. Oh, that's fantastic for them. What? Oh, that was probably the affiliates. I just kind of clicked a bunch of random shit and it's not labeled. So, introducing the Epi Pencil, whereas the pharmaceutical industry continues to put profits above human life, and whereas. Why you put whereas? Whereas auto-injectors and epinephrine technology belongs to the world, and whereas a pen saves lives every day, but only for those who can afford them, and since for Thieves Vinegar Collectors is dedicated to providing access to everyone, we have developed the Epi Pencil, an epinephrine auto-injector which can be built entirely using off-the-shelf parts for just over $30 US. Sources for the 3 items you require are linked below, followed by a video which details how to assemble them. Stay healthy. For Leaves Vinegar Collective. So there's the video instruction packet, non-needle Is that safe? I'm not downloading your files. Okay, if it was online, maybe, but so you can learn how to make an Epi Pens for free. That's kind of cool, I guess. If you want to download, I'm not downloading anything ever, so don't ask. Media coverage. Biohackers' latest answer to healthcare hurdle: homebrew meds. For Thieves Vinegar Collective DIY EpiPens were just a start. Now it's home bioreactors to thwart Big Pharma's price gouging. uh, Twitter, meet anarchists making their own medicine. Let's click that one. Vice. Trends map, engagement map. Meet the anarchists. So, yeah. So they're just people who are trying to get medicine out there for free. I don't know how that is or if it's safe, and I won't support nor fault them for what they're doing. But it seems to me like it's a DIY pharmacy. Ah, that's cool. But mostly they seem to be browsing that EpiPencil. I mean, talking about peddling? I don't know. um, Dr. Laufer isn't a medical doctor, is he? No, he's not. His title refers to a doctorate of mathematics. However, let it be clear, we are not trying to take the place of doctors. We are merely trying to grant access to medicines to people who do not have it. It is incumbent upon people to make their own decisions as to what they want to put in their bodies. Do you have doctors on any of the teams? We do have medical professionals with various degrees, yes. But most of them are consulted for which medicines we most need to create synthesis programs for so that we can direct our efforts where they are most needed. Again, we are not in the business of prescribing or diagnosing, we merely offer a tool by which people can help themselves. Won't people use the wrong things and hurt themselves? That is indeed a risk. However, it already happens every day with both prescription and OTC medications. We are convinced that access to medications will do more good than harm. Additionally, people are less likely to go through the trouble of making their own medicines just to take them recklessly. That's true. Won't people use this technology to produce narcotics? It's unlikely. The tool is capable of small scale production only and does not scale up. It's not something a drug lab would get much use of. Additionally, the requisite ingredients for production of narcotics are tightly controlled, so even if they were to use our technology, it wouldn't really help. What about poisons? Again, unlikely. Most poisons are not synthesized, instead, they are extracted from plant sources, so this technology is not helpful in that regard either. Doesn't giving people free rein on medication endanger the public health? Like the overprescription of antibiotics, creating antibiotic resistant strains of bacteria? How long is this? What? Also unlikely. If someone's sufficiently ill that they take the pains to build an apothecary micro lab and synthesize a drug which would give them relief, it's unlikely that they would then fail to be vigilant about completing their course of medication. Aren't you stealing from patent holders of medication when you make it yourself? No, you're violating their copyright, yes. And at best, you might be decreasing their profits if you were making it yourself instead of buying it from them. However, anyone who is sufficiently desperate that they build an apothecary micro lab and synthesize their own drugs is clearly in a situation where they would not be able to afford to buy the medication in the first place. Hence, it doesn't really have an effect on pharmaceutical industry at all. It would be a dead patient who had died because they couldn't afford the medication versus a live patient who copied their idea for personal use. Isn't that illegal though? Yes, that's why we're on the deep web. However, if the choices presented to you are to die because you cannot afford medication or violate a copyright, which would you choose? We believe it is just an act of civil disobedience to produce one's own medicines in violation of patent law. If the medical infrastructure were able to function as it was imagined, then insurance systems would be in place to pay for medications, and there would be no need for this technology. We applaud the citizen groups and the politicians all over the world who have been working to make that happen, but until we are there, there's a gap of need which we aim to fill. Furthermore, if you're going to die, does that threat of fines for breaking the law save your life really scare you? True that. What about quality control? It's important to know that making small quantities of chemical is vastly different from making it on an industrial scale. The chemistry isn't even the same. This is a big reason why chemical engineering is an entire field of study. With smaller reactions, while you do have to be more precise in your measurements sometimes, there are fewer things to go wrong. But how do you know if what you made is actually what you were trying to make? What about purity? The protocols we are developing front load the points of attention. Instead of making a mess in a lab and then using sophisticated filtration and analysis techniques at the end, we set things up so that being very careful measuring and performing the reaction will give us a product within a narrow band of purity and yield. Alright. Are you all just a bunch of these self aggrandizing egomaniacs who claim to have a panacea for combining a few established ideas? Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm sick. I need to get this medicine. No, this will not save the world. In fact, it won't even wipe out the problems it is targeting. It may make them a little better, however. The goal is merely to create a tool which potentially could be used in helping people. There are many issues with what we are trying to accomplish. Organic chemistry synthesis is not trivial. Oftentimes, it requires many, many steps, each of which are hard to make happen, and you have to deal with yield and purity at every step. Merely having an automated reaction chamber does not by any means guarantee that you'll be able to manufacture a molecule merely by downloading a file and pressing a button. However, it may bridge a gap and make it possible for people with less experience able to perform some of these reactions. 2. Treating an illness is far more complicated than merely taking a drug. It takes a great deal. This tool merely may give access to medicines to those who do not have it. Too often people die not because there is not a treatment, but because they are disallowed to access it for one reason or another. 3. Even with an apothecary microlab, it requires a lot of dedication to create even the simplest of medicines. This is hard work. It is complicated and it is difficult. However, previously, the only thing a disenfranchised person could do was be frustrated. Now they can potentially make their required medicine. 4. Last, and perhaps most importantly, this is still in the beta stage, but we have begun the process. Okay, right on. Uh, Epi Pencil instructions. And so you can donate to them with Dogecoin, Litecoin, Peercoin, Ethereum, Dash, Blackcoin, and Bitcoin. Uh, yeah, so looks like we got some guys here for Thieves Vinegar offering you the ability to make your own medicine if you need it. It doesn't seem to be for people that are just in it for the drugs. But hey, if you are in a desperate situation, Four Thieves Vinegar has you covered. I opened that way too many times. You can contact them, join the mailing list. They have a Twitter account. Yeah, let's click that. I don't know what this is. It seems to be. Oh. Our mission free medicine for everyone. People are disenfranchised from access to medicines for various reasons. To circumvent these, we have developed a way for individuals to manufacture their own medicines. We have designed an open source automated lab reactor which can be built with off the shelf parts and can be set to synthesize different medications. This will save hundreds of thousands of lives. The main reasons for people being disenfranchised from medicines are price, legality, and lack of infrastructure. Medicines like Solati, which costs $80,000 for a course of treatment, Jesus, is beyond most people. Mifepristone and misoprostol are unavailable in many places where abortion is illegal. Antiretroviral HIV treatments, even when provided free, have no way of getting to remote locations in third world countries. The design will be published online along with synthesis programs. The system will also have a forum system for users to communicate and contribute to the development of the system. With time, the system will become self-sustaining, much like other open source movements. Awesome. Awesome. It seems to me like they're doing a good thing here at Four Thieves Vinegar. Not really sure about the name. That's kind of weird. We know the account hasn't been very exciting to follow. Mike Michael I.S. Lawfer does most of our publicity, so consider following him. You guys don't post very often, for sure, but that's fine. Video got taken down. So you can get their video elsewhere than YouTube because it got taken down, and seems to be hosted by our lead mathematician, Michael Lawfer. He responded to it. Oh no, that's a new tweet. Oh, he's active. He's fuck yes, we can do this. Is every security van everywhere, please? Recycling security vans into medic vans. That's cool. How? Damn. So Hong Kong stuff going on. He talked about yeah. And here's a cat. I don't know why. Uh, yeah. Planned Parenthood. This guy's really pro-abortion. That's fine. To each their own. I say that's not an opinion I want to express. I don't care what you do. Just be safe. Take care of yourself always. And Four Thieves Vinegar is here to help with that. Rent a hacker. We hire a hacker for every job you can imagine, from DDoS to completely ruining people or destroy the reputation of a company or individual. Okay, can do. Experienced hacker offering his services. Illegal hacking and social engineering is my business since I was 16 years old. I never had a real job, so I had the time to get really good at hacking, and then I made a good amount of money last 20 plus minus 20 years. I've worked for other people before. Now I'm also offering my services for everyone with enough cash here. Prices. I am not doing this to make a few bucks here and there. I am not some crappy Eastern Europe country and happy to scam people for 50 euros. I am a professional computer expert who could earn 50 to 100 euros an hour with a legal job. So stop rating if you don't have a serious problem worth spending some cash at. Prices depend a lot on the problem you want me to solve, but minimum amount for smaller jobs is 250 euros. You could pay me anonymously using Bitcoin. Technical skills: Web, HTML, PHP, SQL, Apache, C, C++, Assembler, Delphi, zero-day exploits, highly personalized Trojans, bots, DDoS, spear phishing attacks to get accounts from selected targets. Basically anything a hacker needs to be successful. If I don't know it, I'll learn it very fast. Anonymity: no one will ever find out who I am or anything about my clients. Social engineering skills: very good written and spoken phone calls, English, Spanish, and German. If I can't hack something technically, I'll make phone calls or write emails to the target to get the needed information. I have had people make things you wouldn't believe really often. Yeah, you're great at English. A lot of experience with security practices inside big corporations. What I'll do: I will do anything for money. I'm not a pussy. If you want me to destroy some business or a person's life, I'll do it. Some examples: simply hacking something technically, causing a lot of technical trouble on websites, networks to disrupt their service with DDoS and other methods. Economic espionage: getting private information from someone, ruining your opponent's business or private persons you don't like. I can ruin them financially and or get them arrested, whatever you like. If you want someone to get known as a child porn user, no problem. The following prices are estimates. If I think a specific job takes more time and money, I will either refund you, or you will send the remaining once we talked. If you are unsure about which category to choose the lower price one in question. You will only pay for successful jobs. If I cannot do anything for you, I will refund you. But keep in mind, depending on your target specific things, they might take longer and require additional payment, but only after I can show some success. So we got, for 250 euros, small job, for example, email, Facebook hacking, installing Trojan, small DDoS. 500 euros, Medium, large job, running people, espionage, website hacking, DDoS for big websites. Large job is 900 euros, which takes a few days or multiple small jobs, DDoS for protected sites. 200 euros, upgrade, instant reply within 30 to 60 minutes instead of 24 to 36 hours for urgent cases. If I need longer, this will get refunded, but only buy this together with one of the other options. Wow, great. You're a great guy, buddy. Rent a hacker. What else? Oh, fuck. About this shop, powered by Tour Shops. Tell others about the shop and earn 1% from every purchase they'll make. Simply give them this link. Replace your username with the actual username on the site and get earnings directly to your wallet. Okay, why do you have an ad on your site? Registration. What, I want the FAQ, please. Oh, that is the FAQ. You couldn't even make your website look good, man. How are you gonna be hacking anyone? you, you silly boy. Yeah. You've been hacking since you were 16, but you didn't take any time learning how to develop a website. And what you can buy is hacking services, and he'll help you out, I guess. If he can hack the Pentagon for you, or he could hack, your cousin's Facebook account. Whatever you want. It's just a difference of like $1,000. No problem. He got you covered. Okay, so here's a site I've heard of before. This is called Deep Paste. You've heard of Pastebin. This is the deep web version of that. People post links, and some of them are awful. So there'll be some sort of lots of censorship on this one. So, that's expected. But yeah, people just post, whatever. So I'll just click on guns for sale and just get you an idea. So people just post whatever they want. Buy guns, full auto rifles, pistols, knives, etc. We ship where you ship everywhere except some specific countries in Africa. Shipping to around USA, Mexico, and Venezuela and Brazil is free. Interesting person should email us via gunsweb@protonmail.com. And so you have views and votes, comments, and info. Features. Deep Paste is a very simple tool to share your text. Deep Paste will never delete or censor a paste, but CP is not welcome here. Thank God. We do not have any filters enabled. Public pastes are listed in a public database. Private pastes are not in this database and are only reachable with the correct URL MD5. It's impossible to delete a public text except self-destroying once. A self-destroying text will be deleted while it's displayed the first time. There exist no copies for this text after refreshing, etc. It'll be completely deleted. You are also not able to apply for being a staff or admin. Ugh. We will select people if needed. DP staffs are the creators of DP. Admins are just people taking an eye on what's going on. Be sure to say hi if you see one. About DPaste, you can't reach the hoster, publisher, developer of DPaste directly for security reasons. DPaste is only developed for the deep web darknet. DPaste isn't reachable from the clearnet. DPaste is completely anonymous. DPaste does not require any kind of scripts. DPaste does not use any third-party code. Every single line is developed by the staffs. Front end is just based on HTML5 and CSS3. Oh yeah, excuse me. Apparently, I shouldn't record when I'm tired. For any who likes what we are doing, you can support us by a little donation to cover our server costs, around $30 per month. Our donation addresses is just a test if it's possible to cover our cost or to buy some tea. Yes, tea is the real shit. We don't need we don't need donations to keep alive or something else. It's just a nice gesture. For new tea, that's I think their donation address. Accepted URLs deep pasted hrn3jtw.onion 4m60mb3gmrm and wzxi.onion is their old one. So yeah, it's just it's a place where people post things, and that's literally it. I could post something here. I could say hello, but I'm not going to because I don't want anyone to know I exist on this particular website. I don't trust it very much. Top blast public pastes, Western Union. Oh my god, so much censorship. Oh man, Jesus Christ. Question. Yeah. My god. You ass. You just need to run in life. Just run. Just run. Just run. Just run. Just hide. Well, you did it. So there's a lot of really weird shit here on this site. A lot of, like I said, illegal things, but also some just people posting whatever they feel like. I guarantee you this whole deal is going to be censored, but I'll click anything relevant to us. Puff the stress away. Guns for sale, databases, and more. That's the last top 100. So people are mostly posting scams and such things like that. Loan shark wanted, offer money. Next. Gift cards, confidential defense contract. Let's read that. Negotiating with serious buyers only who understand PGP encryption, ignoring the rest. Don't waste your time with unencrypted messages. You'll be ignored. Sharing HQ samples if you're a serious buyer. Update, have a spot open for one more buyer. Don't know what that means, but I'm going to guess it's something you don't want to get involved with. So yeah, that's just a quick look at deep paste for whatever the hell people feel like pasting on the internet. This is where you're going to find things that you're maybe questionable. And so if you go here, please be wary, be careful, and don't go doing anything illegal. It's fine to just look at what they have here, but don't don't be stupid on the deep web. That's the advice for this particular website. Ugh. That was an experience, wasn't it? And this has been Deep Web Exploration episode 5? I think it's episode 5. Um, if it's episode 4, I'll put a thing like there. There. Yeah, that's really hard to do. I see people do that all the time, but it's really difficult. Anyways, hopefully you enjoyed it. There's a lot of smaller websites this time, shorter things. Um, Showing off more small services, so this video probably won't be very long, which is probably fine because I'm sure you're tired of those hour-long ones. Anyways, but yeah, more to come soon. But I'm Robert. What the fuck? I'm Robert. Hey guys. Hey, how's it going? I'm Robert. Um, More to come soon. But till then, there it is. I'm Robert with Uniconic Interactive. I will see you next time.